Hey guys, so it's vlog day 16 and today I thought I would do a bit of a different video. Instead of doing a kind of follow me around type thing, I thought I would do a video talking about my favourite iPhone apps. Now, I know not all of you will have iPhones, but I know iPhones are pretty popular and they do some really cool apps for pretty much everything. And I've had an iPhone for the last maybe just over 2 years probably. I didn't get one when they first came out, I really wanted one. But I got one maybe like a year after they came out. I love my iPhone, I'm a total iPhone kind of junkie, but I was never really that interested in the app side of things until fairly recently. Like, I like the idea of apps and all that, but I never kind of organised myself to actually download them very often. I'm not a big gamer, like I don't really like gaming on my phone. But gradually I've kind of been turned around to the idea of apps, and I've got 6 apps that I've kind of like, I don't know if you guys know, but you can create pages on your iPhone for like your different apps, and I have 6 of my favourite ones on here now. I don't know if you guys will be able to see that. And I was just going to tell you about my top 6 iPhone apps. So the first one was actually, I'm just going to do them in the order that they appear on my phone, and obviously the obvious ones like Twitter and Facebook I'm not going to include because I use them like every single day, but they're not really anything different. So the first one is Wunderlist, and I don't know if I'm going to get a little bit closer. Okay, so the first one is Wunderlist, which looks like this, if you can tell if I click on that. And this was actually introduced to me by Ingrid. Or Miss Glamorazzi, I'm sure you guys all know who she is. And you can basically create lists for everything you need to do. Now, if you are a massive list keeper, this is like the best thing in the whole world, because let's go to write a new list here. I'm doing this like in the camera, so it's kind of tricky. So you can name your list. Let's name it YouTube. And then once you've done that, you can go onto your list and then add to do things. So let's put make video. This is very silly. And then it comes up with like the task to do, and then when you finished it you can just tick it off your list, and it goes kind of grey for a little while until you're sure that you've ticked it off. You can kind of uncheck it if you check the wrong one. But there we go, focus. It's really cool, and you can actually, I'm going to come back over here now. And you can actually like make lists and send them to other people. Ingrid was telling me about this. You can like share lists. So if you're doing a project with somebody else, you can like share a list of to-do stuff, which is really cool, especially if you're at school or uni or something and you want to kind of get organised if you've got a project together. But I just use it like, I have a shopping list, I have birthdays, so people whose birthdays are coming up, I need to buy them presents and I can check them off. Like just general to-do things, food to buy, like if I know we're out of something. And it's just a really useful app. And if you are a list maker like me, it's amazing. The second one I've got is iMovie, and this is fairly self-explanatory, but if you are any kind of YouTuber, it makes the most horrible noise when you open it. And my brother-in-law actually downloaded this before Christmas, and he was like, you have to get iMovie on your phone, and I need to upgrade to 4S so that the camera, because the camera on the 4S is amazing, because I have been vlogging on my phone for the last few weeks. Not every time, but I have been using my phone a lot. And it means I can edit my videos on iMovie on my phone and upload them directly from my phone, which is just awesome. Like, I think it costs, oh, Wunderlist, I don't know if that's free or not. It's cheap if it isn't. It's like under £1, I think. iMovie, I think, is like $1.99 or $2.99. But if you are a YouTuber and you want to be doing daily vlogging, it's literally a godsend. It's amazing. So I've been loving that. The next one is Tiny Tower, which you guys, I'm sure, will be familiar with if you watch Luke and Ingrid's video. I haven't checked mine this morning, so I have a whole lot of issues going on. But you can see, here's my tower. Let me zoom out. Here's my little tower. I think I have 30 people and 19 floors going on right now. But obviously I've only been doing this for like, I need to restock like every single thing. I've only been doing this for like maybe a week. So I'm really new to Tiny Tower. When I was in LA, and Ingrid, I need to focus a bit more. When I was in LA and Ingrid and Luke were like, you have to get it, it's so fun. I was like, I don't really know if it's my thing. It's not really, like, I'm not really into games that much, and I was kind of like, oh, I just really don't know. But it is so much fun. It's free to download, but then you can kind of get caught up in spending money buying things, because it's kind of like The Sims. Like, you basically have this tower that you build up and you buy new floors, or you like build new floors, and you can have shops, you can have restaurants, you can have like service industry things, so like hairdressers, all that kind of stuff, and it's just really fun. Like, you have your little people that move in and you give them jobs, and it does get, the one thing that I would say is, like, after you get past like 10 floors, it does get a little bit not boring, but just a little bit like same old, because you're kind of constantly restocking and restocking and then just saving up until you buy a new floor. And I think when you have loads of floors, it must just be a little bit too much. But the first few days, literally, I was glued to my phone. It's so addictive. So the next one is Temple Run. And I don't know if you guys, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to really show you this, but this was recommended to me by Nikki Philippi when I was in LA. And she is just hilarious. If you guys haven't checked out her channel, I'll put a link in the information bar below. And this is basically like, you have to run away from these monkeys through a kind of like temple. It's kind of like Tomb Raider, and it's kind of fun just if you're like waiting for a train or something. It's kind of fun just to kind of keep yourself amused. That's definitely, like, I'm not as addicted to that as Tiny Tower, but it's kind of fun to have on your phone. The next one is Blog Lovin', and if you guys know the Blog Lovin' website, it's my favourite website to follow blogs on. I do use Blogger, like the blogger following system, to follow blogs, but I also use Blog Lovin'. Because it's just, it displays it in a nicer feed, I think, and it's just easier to kind of read. So the Blog Lovin' app is basically just the same as the site, it just is a mobile version of it, which is really good. So if I go onto here, you guys will be able to see, this is my feed, so I've got 250 new posts that I haven't read, and it just updates your posts every day, and then you can like click on them and read the whole thing. But it's just really... it's just a really good way to keep up with like your favourite blogs if you read blogs. It's definitely a good thing. I'll put a link to the site even if you don't want to download the app. I'm pretty sure the app is free if you don't have an iPhone, just to check out Blog Lovin', because if you do read blogs, I would definitely recommend it if you don't use it already. And I'll put a link to my blog on there as well, so you can go follow my blog if you want to. The next one is the Nike Plus GPS. Now this is actually an exercising app, and it is really for running. I don't run at the moment, but I went through a phase just before Christmas where I was kind of running. I was trying to run a few times a week, and I kind of do this because I hate running so much, but having this app really helped to motivate me, and I'm hoping to start again soon. Basically, you can record everything about your run. So you take your iPhone with you and you can listen to music or whatever, and you can plot routes to go on your run. It shows you where you've run, it shows you like how far, how fast you've been running, your fast points, your slow points, your personal bests. It kind of gives you kind of motivational messages as you're going along, which is really cool. So if you're a runner, I would definitely recommend checking out the Nike Plus GPS app, just because it's a cool thing to have on your phone. If you run a lot, it's a really cool thing. For me, I liked it anyway, and I'm just awful at running, and I'm constantly trying to make myself run and do exercise, but it doesn't happen as much as I would hope it would happen. Yeah, so that's Nike Plus GPS. I think it's like 150-ish. Next is Instagram. I'm sure a lot of you, most of you, will know Instagram, but if you don't, you have to get Instagram. It's literally the best app in the world. It's basically a photo app, so you can take a photo and then you can put loads of different filters on it to make it look like really cool and retro, and then you can post it to like Twitter, Facebook, wherever, and add little captions. I just love Instagram, and I didn't start using it for such a long time. This is another one I started using it like, I think when I was in LA. I think LA was like an open my eyes moment to apps in a way, because I'd just been lazy until then, but I have discovered lots of good ones since then. And then finally, I'm not sure how, Typo Insta is what it's called, and this is actually linked to Instagram, but it's basically, I just got an email, it's basically an app that allows you to write on your Instagram photos, like put little stamps and smiley faces and stuff, and I'm not going to show you a demo because it's really hard with the camera, but it's basically a really cool thing. If you want to make cute pictures with your Instagram, you can add like messages. So if it's someone's birthday and you want to take a photo, you can write like happy birthday or put a little smiley face or an annotation or something, and it's just a really cool thing to kind of send to your friends or just to like have on your phone. You can add cool annotations to your pictures. So I really like that. I think you have to pay for that as well. It's like around £1 or something. But they are my top 6 apps. This video isn't like a I know all about apps. Obviously, as I explained, I'm fairly new to apps, and I'm definitely open to suggestions of apps that you think I would like. I have tried quite a few and I end up deleting them. That's why if I get an app I don't like, I will delete it because I hate kind of clutter on my phone. So I have had, like, I've bought more apps than this, but these are just my kind of favourite ones. So yeah, if you guys have any app recommendations, then do let me know. And that would be awesome. Oh, another thing as well, this is totally random, but my bank has an app for like mobile banking, for your online banking. So if your bank has an app for that, I would highly recommend doing it, because I didn't do it until recently, and my sister was like, you have to get it, it's so much easier just to do it via an app instead of on the internet, and it's amazing. So iPhone banking, the way forward. I'm loving it. And apart from that, that's it for vlog day 16. I will see you tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm doing, but hopefully it might be something interesting so that I can do like a follow me around thing instead of kind of a static thing. But anyway, I hope you guys all had a fabulous day, and I will see you tomorrow. Goodbye.